We said, hey, let's open a brewery. And we looked around Columbus and said, like, there's 5 breweries in Columbus. That's way too many, right? Like Columbus could never possibly have more than 5 breweries. Absurd. Wrong.
So what was like the driving force to finally be like, I'm done working this other job. I'm going to go all in. And I know I think we can be successful.
You know, it was a lot of like little stuff. You know, we definitely call ourselves the 2 guys who didn't quit their daydream. We worked in really analytical jobs, both of us, right? Like, so I worked in IT. Nikhil, my partner, he is a civil engineer. So very analytical jobs, and we were using the brewing kind of as our creative outlet. And it just became this thing over years and years of like thinking about it and doing, and like, okay, let's write a business plan and see what it looks like. Okay, let's go take some classes, that kind of stuff. And it just got to this point where we're like, I mean, it's shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Really, right. It's like, I need to go try this, because if I don't, I will always regret it. I might regret doing it, right? Like I might make a mistake. This might not go well, but I will always regret not trying it.
Was there a specific batch where it was like a bourbon or rum that you just tried and you're like, this is it?
Once we got the distillery going, it was probably around, the rum certainly was the first, thing. And that was, it's probably around like batch 2 or 3 where we kind of really started to like settle into, okay, we feel a little more consistent with what we're doing. And like, then like, obviously like how to operate the still and how to blend it afterward.
Did they give you any heads up on that? Or
nope, had no idea. Nope. Just kind of happened.
Like, we don't have that anymore.
Which I have to imagine is tough, because it's like you get a new batch of yeast and it's like, this is going to change some things. And you can't tell until you got the juice.
We kind of lucked into, and some of it was, and we were kind of approaching Q4 very quickly. And we're like, well, we need to try a few and we're going to have to pick the one that we're most comfortable with. Like there's ultimately like a little bit of a gamble. We know it's not going to taste the same. If there's one that's pretty close, we'll do that. But it was like, we know it's going to be different. If we have to go back to the drawing board in, January, February, when we've got a little more downtime to work on that stuff, cool. But we're like, one of these has to be right. So we did luck out and got one that was pretty close. It's still a little bit different, but it's close enough that we're like, okay, we can stick with this.
So what's all the science behind that? Like the yeast strains, like it does have a big effect on that.
They have a huge,
is it just the byproduct of the yeast? It's the
byproducts, because ultimately it's just eating up the sugar and producing heat and carbon dioxide and alcohol in it. And it's all those, not the pure ethanol, but all those other like flavor esters and compounds